Happy Saturday.
I hope you're enjoying yourself because I like you, and I like when you enjoy yourself.
Here's to you enjoying yourself.
I might even love you.
Come on now. You're pulling on people's heartstrings now.
On this week's Ear Biscuits, which I invite you to listen to via iTunes or SoundCloud, we have BLT. That's Brittany Louise Taylor, and we track her journey.
Yeah, we talked about...
Which is interesting.
We talked about, obviously we talked about her growing up, and we got some things we're going to get into here in a second with why she moved as a young child. But she has one of the most interesting stories of how she came to fame on YouTube, the unconventional methods that she employed, the tenacious approach that she used.
If you want to follow in her footsteps, then you can be a student of her approach in this episode. But we also learned that as a young child, she moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
From
somewhere in the
St.
Northeast.
Paul.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because
Not
her brother had extreme mosquito allergies.
Yeah, I mean, this kid was so allergic to mosquitoes that it necessitated an entire family move to a place where there is not mosquitoes.
And I mean, sure, there's people who are allergic to mosquitoes. But, certainly in the South where mosquitoes are just rampant, you quickly find out, but I do think there's still some controversy around this, that some people attract mosquitoes more than others. It has nothing to do with allergies. It just has to do with, I think, whatever you're putting off.
Okay, well...
Something about what people put off attracts mosquitoes.
Well, see, some people do this, and my wife is one of these people, that if we go out into a place where there's mosquitoes, she says, I'm getting eaten alive. I got to get out of here. And I'm like, they're not bothering me. And so I used to just think, oh, she's sensitive to this. But no, it is a scientific fact that some people are genetically more predispositioned to attract mosquito bites than others. And it's not what you just ate.
Oh, no, I definitely thought, that it was what you ate. As a kid, I would be eaten alive, too. I would come in from playing outside, especially at my nanny's house, because she had all of these trees with all these mosquitoes, like, infesting them and stuff. And I would come in with these whelps. I mean, I would have one mosquito bite that would just be as big around as that. I mean, that's bigger than a coin, man.
Silver dollar pancake.
A silver dollar pancake.
No, as a matter of fact...
And I ate a lot of sweets as a child. But now I don't get eaten alive because I eat a lot of garlic as an adult.
85% of your susceptibility to mosquito bites is genetic. The 15% is other environmental factors or things that are in your body at the time. That's the latest research shows. And it also shows that
But genetics related to what? It still has to be something that you... like a scent you put out.
Yeah, but it's something, it's in your skin, and they can smell it from like 50 meters away. These mosquitoes know what it is about you or about me that they don't like, or what they like about you or my wife.
So the mosquitoes use the metric system?
Yes, they're like, within 50 meters, I'm going to start searching. But so there is this 15% that might have to do with whether or not you just ate a cake or whether or not you just ate like some garlicky spaghetti. I don't know, but scientists really don't know yet what are all the factors, but they have narrowed it down to say like 85% of it is genetic. And they've also determined that 1 in 10 people, so 10% of the population, is highly susceptible to mosquito bites. We're not talking about your reaction to them. We're talking about how much these mosquitoes want to bite you. I definitely don't think I'm one of those people. My wife may be, but it's not crazy.
But for me, I've observed a change over time. So maybe I'm just in the 15% that it has to do with diet. I'm comfortable with that.
Well, I don't think you understand statistics. When I said that 85% of it is related to genetics, I don't mean that 85% of the people who are susceptible to mosquito bites is because of genetics. And the 15%, including you, is just what you ate. I'm saying that in you as a person, 85% of your susceptibility to mosquito bites is genetic, and then the 15% is what you ate in you personally. Does that make sense? You're an industrial engineer. You made like an A+ in the statistics class. Maybe I should have taken that class.
I don't practice it. And I don't get it, man.
But there are people who take lots of extreme measures other than like putting DEET or DDT or whatever it is.
Shouldn't do that.
On themselves
It's poison.
In the South, and maybe other places in the nation, sometimes you'll be like in an old Victorian home, and you'll see like the ceiling of the porch outside is painted light blue.
I've seen that a lot.
And I used to think, oh, that's a Carolina fan. I don't know. Or they want it to look like the sky when they look up. No. There is a...
So I thought it was a Southern decor thing.
No.
Saw it a lot in Charleston.
No. It is because they believe, and maybe they're right, I don't know, that it repels mosquitoes.
Well, the mosquitoes think that it's the sky, and they fly up there, and they hit it so hard because they're just going for broke for the sky, and they just give themselves concussions.
And do you know which gender of the mosquito is the one? There's only one gender of the mosquito that actually sucks blood. Do you know which one it is?
It's a trick question because they're androgynous.
Nope. The female is the only one that sucks blood because she needs it to fertilize her eggs
That
for
makes
some
sense.
reason.
I mean, in my experience with females in general, it seems to be corroborated.
When my wife
And my knowledge of statistics.
When my wife was trying to get pregnant, she drank a lot of just raw, straight blood. So maybe she's part mosquito.
Well, it changed the trajectory of Brittany Louise Taylor's life. She only had lives.
All her lives have been impacted by this move.
The mosquitoes did, her and her brother. So here's an excerpt from this ear biscuit.
I'm from Sedona, Arizona. Well, I moved when I was 1.5. My brother is really allergic to mosquitoes. So he used to blow up like a balloon. And like in Minnesota, where we're from, it's like the national bird. So like there's mosquitoes everywhere.
Where in Minnesota?
St. Paul.
St. Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Twin cities.
Well, no, one of the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can't have one without the other.
Been there before. Now your laughter sounds like
A machine gun. That's it's a genetic thing. My brother does it too. It only happens for like now I'm like totally self-conscious about it. It happens.
No, it's great.
It happens randomly, and we call it the machine gun thing.
Can you do it again?
Like, but that's me trying. But like, it's when I think something's really funny that it usually comes out. I either squeal or I machine gun.
It's a little frightening.
Not both at the same time.
No.
Okay, so you and your brother do that. Are you also allergic to mosquitoes?
I'm not. He is.
So you got that gene, but not the other gene.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Now you can make a choice. You can go outside and get as close as you can to a source of stagnant water where there might be some mosquitoes. This time of year, I think you got to be in the southern hemisphere. So we're probably just speaking to you people in Australia right now. There's probably mosquitoes like crazy out there. So we hope that you avoid the mosquitoes or just embrace them, depending on what your relationship with is like them. And like with them, I just made no sense. I spoke in a way, and I know it did not make sense, but I do not know what happened.
Glad I didn't have to chime in.
What I'm getting at is while you're being bit by that mosquito, listen to Near Biscuits.